Shut the fuck up, man.
Hello, gamers. Good evening. Welcome back to Friend or Foe Esports Week 3, Day 1. We have made it. Art of War Esports versus Oversoul Esports Incarnate. My name is Chris Sunga, and here with me is the tournament organizer of Season 7, Brendan. How are you, Brendan?
I am excited to be back, honestly. I haven't cast in a very long time for good reason. They finally let me come back. I've been banned a couple times from casting, but here I am.
Oh, no. We never banned you. We just said you need to stop inting us during casting. But yes,
Well,
welcome back, Brendan. We appreciate that.
Chris, last time we casted together, you muted me, actually.
Did I actually? I think I do
Yeah.
remember that.
Yeah, you
Yeah. I
muted
think I
me.
do remember that. I think it was for a bit.
Yeah, it was. I was making a joke and you muted me. I thought it was a really good joke, personally. As we can see,
Yeah.
Ash is locked in for AWE and Hecarim and Rel, which is a really good wombo for OVS.
Yeah, Hecarim, Rel, great, fantastic combo. I literally just played some League of Legends last night. First time in a while, and literally played that combo, and God, did it feel good. Braum, on the other hand, for Art of War Esports for Oriri, indicating safe lane, most likely.
I'm a little surprised that AWE didn't first pick Rel because Oriri is so proficient on the character itself. I think that he played like 10 games in a row just to get to Diamond on Rel. So
yeah, did he? Oh, congrats to him.
Yeah, he finally got it. Masters again. Thanks,
Masters
Chris.
again. Oh, congratulations, man. A mid picking up. Waiting for me. I'll play League of Legends when it's my time, but Ivern coming out. Explain to me this, because I'm hearing right now Ivern's a fantastic pick.
Ivern is the best character in League of Legends. Actually, he's my favorite character to watch as well.
Okay.
Ivern is technically a 4-way flex. You can go top, you can go jungle, you can go mid and support. I actually prefer it. You're gonna think this is crazy. I prefer it in the top and mid, actually.
Oh wow, okay.
It's just because it's so strong. Because Daisy is. It's actually Ivern isn't strong. It's just that Daisy is very strong.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Daisy just walks up and beats people's head in. Like, it's insane. With the E stack the E changes since the jungle buffs that came through.
Okay.
I guess it's buffs. Where you can share the buffs together now if you kill
Sure,
red buff
yeah.
after a certain threshold. And with the Ivern changes, they made Daisy just incredibly strong with the E stacking, these kind of things. Hi, Isaac.
Oh, hey. Raptor just joined the call right now. I think he has a match to do in a couple minutes, but
it's a crossover episode.
A crossover episode. Renekton picked up by OVS now. Ziggs as well in the mid lane.
Renekton, of course, a good strong blind pick as always. It's this character that is usually in a meta. It's usually the best thing in the meta or one of the worst, but people continue picking it. I actually think it's pretty strong right now, though. Very good blind.
Yeah, Renekton, from what I'm seeing, is usually a very confidence pick. Every time I see FOF top laner pick Renekton, it means that they believe that they will win this lane no matter what. Dr. Mundo coming out for Trolling You as the counter pick.
Okay, I'm hyped to watch AWE play. I'm a huge Ivern simp, and I like Mundo as well. They're really fun to watch. I'm interested to see if the Ziggs a flex to the bot lane role. Oh my gosh. Okay.
All right. Okay. Corki coming out for a mid in this. Very safe picks for the side of Art of War Esports right now for the battle for second place.
Two teams that are looking to team fight, which is of course an FF special. When in doubt, team fight. You don't have to play the split push. It's too hard to play.
When in doubt, team fight it out.
Yeah, of course. It's the special. When in doubt, group for dragon and team fight it out. This last pick is going to show us that Ziggs is going mid or bot. Of course, mage bots are very strong now with the Lost Chapter changes. I don't think it should be Ziggs bot. Okay, yeah, it's going to be Ziggs mid. All right.
The Jinx coming out from Matt Stat, which means Jinx Rel bot lane versus Oriri and Music Boy's Ash Braum. What do you think about that matchup?
Okay, so Ash is really, really strong, and I think Jinx kind of sucks right now. I'm not gonna lie. As someone that played a ton of Jinx, I think Jinx kind of sucks just because of the item changes. You know, Gale Force is not really good on Jinx anymore.
Yeah,
And you have to go like IE. Like your damage is really weird. And IE is just worse than Gale Force in most scenarios. This is my opinion, by the way. Don't flame me, but you know, just like someone that's played like 100 games of Jinx.
sure.
I don't think Jinx is very strong right now. Ash is way better than Jinx is, and of course, Ash beats the crap out of Jinx in lane. I think it's like a 47% win rate for
Oh wow.
Jinx into Ash. So we're gonna. I think
Okay.
it should be bot lane prio for the Ash Braum. It's gonna be a lot of stacking and CC on the side of them.
Sure.
So we're gonna
Yep.
see.
Yeah, we'll see how this game goes. Okay, let's get right into the game. Art of War Esports versus Oversoul Esports Incarnate. This is the battle for second place. Winner of this is going to take second place for the day. There's only one other team currently 3-1. They are Pentakill Teemo, please. And yeah, here we are. Straight first game of week 3, day 2. Very exciting. Everyone playing very safe so far for this level 1.
PTP, of course, is facing off against UB later on today.
Oh yeah.
Should be a really good game now that UB is in decent form compared to their first couple of weeks. And PTP is, of course, in maybe its best form ever, honestly. They've been looking incredibly impressive.
Yeah, honestly, might be one of the tournament favorites to win the whole thing. We'll see when it comes to actual playoffs. They did drop a game against Fat Pikachu, currently undefeated so far in the first 2 weeks. But we're
Yeah.
also approaching the halfway point. Once we get to the halfway point, we're really going to start to see how everyone has played against each other.
Yeah, it's getting to the point where I think that teams are starting to really differentiate who is good and who is bad. We're going to see a little. Okay, this is
Ooh.
a really interesting adaptation, actually. I talked to Riri about how I specifically love level 1s, and
Yeah,
AWE is a team that is starting to do that. I think warding, especially the Raptor camp, is just incredible for your jungler and understanding the route they're going to go. And it's really important for Ivern, especially since Ivern is actually a crazy level 1 invader, something that very few junglers can actually do because you just queue over the wall and just snipe the camp,
sure.
um, which is broken. We're seeing a big trade here, actually. Amid is going
Yeah, a lot of
pretty low.
trades coming out mid lane between Freedom Potatoes and A mid right now. It's going to give Freedom Potatoes a lot of freedom to feel like they are in control of this first couple minutes. But that early ward next to Red Raptors is kind of huge for Art of War Esports. This is going to mean that Crims actually knows what most likely will happen within the next minute and a half. So we'll see how he adapts to these plans. Oh my goodness, a mid taking so much damage, has to W away from Freedom Potatoes. No first blood just yet, though.
Yeah, this is looking bad for Corki getting so low. It's really difficult if Corki, in this lane specifically, if Corki can get 0 prio. You know, Ziggs loves pushing towers.
Yeah.
And that's early back forcing the TP out, I think. I think they're going to TP. Okay,
Yeah, he
we're
does
gonna
have
get TP.
to
It's a big advantage for them.
expand that. Yep. Bot lane, thankfully, with Braum Ash, you are allowed to just play safe into Rel. I mean, Rel has few engages possible, or sorry, one engage option possible, but not too much can happen following that up unless Swifty arrives. But they should know where Swifty is for the first part of this game.
All right, we're going to see Hecarim pathing towards the bot side and Ivern going up towards the top. I don't really know if Ivern can get a gank off against the Renekton. It's going to be a little difficult. See a tiny trade
Okay.
here. All right. Oh, big
Wow.
mistake.
Freedom Potato is taking a lot of damage now from A mid, who has backed and has bought himself a cull right off the bat going into this lane. So thankfully has a lot of that pressure back. We do see Hecarim in the minimap. Swifty is hovering that mid lane right now. Does go for a gank in that mid lane, but we can't see it right now. It doesn't seem like anything happened too much while bot lane had a lot of trades happening. But Swifty has revealed himself, and so has Crims. Bot lane on the side of OVS taking a lot of damage, has to be a little bit more safe right now, but Swifty now has revealed himself into this bottom side of the map.
Yeah, I think both teams are going to opt for the safer route, as we're going to see Music Boy just beating up Rel a couple times. Smart by Rel to stop the back on Ash, actually, who had a back advantage. Now they don't. We're going to see a gank here from Hecarim.
Okay. Swifty has made it to the bot lane, has activated Ghost Hearts. Rinzo goes for the flash engage. Music Boy has to flash out. Ignite is popping onto him. Oriri gets the jump out. And that is the OVS bot lane gaining, I believe, Music Boy's flash and Ghost off of this gank.
Yeah, really smart gank, actually, by the Rel, forcing the Ash to stop their back. And Music Boy had to back the advantage, and now they don't. blowing both Flash and Ghost. We're gonna see them try to. All right, they're gonna send Crims to help them push into the wave now. Really good for OVS's bot lane. This would be a big advantage for them. And a lane that I think that they should lose, but now they're ahead.
Yeah, Crim's here trying to help shove the wave, and now he's going to take the opportunity to double check Swifty's jungle, which he's already taken. So this might be a little bit of wasted time for the side of Art of War Esports' jungler. Meanwhile, in the top lane, 5 CS up for the side of Limster. But so far, just an even game across the board.
I'm just now noticing Limster's name. I don't know if it's on purpose, but I don't think it's an FOF Pog name, actually. Is it? I don't think Ryan would approve of this name.
Why is that?
Limpster? Oh no, it's Limster. Okay, no, I'm an idiot.
Limster.
Yeah, I'm an idiot. I thought it was Limpster.
No, man, no need to accuse people. You're hunting for people to get in trouble today.
You're right. You know I love the FOF Pog names. Appreciator is currently the best name in FOF season 7.
Yes. Do you remember when in season 1 we used to have a team named Respect Women?
Yeah,
yeah. We had
I wasn't like I was like I think it's about like 2 games of season 1.
Yeah. Back then, Tartarinzo, unfortunately, a little overstepping right now. He doesn't have Flash, has to W out. Music Boy, Crims, and Oriri are here to try to pepper down Tartarinzo. Not going to be able to get this kill. Music Boy needs one more auto on him, but not enough. If only he still had that Flash or that Ghost. But now Freedom Potatoes has to join this fight. Crims actually flashes forward to try to get a quick re-engage, catch him off guard. But that's the rest of Art of War Esports walking out of this alive.
Overall, a better trade for OVS. I think they should get Dragon here. No? Okay, we're just going to farm Grop instead. I was going to say that before this fight happened, it's really important for both these teams to get the Dragon stacking, because Corki is really all about Dragon stacking with their package and, setting it up with the package fights.
Yeah.
And I don't think they have that right now. I mean, nothing really occurs from it, just summoner spells, so potentially a run back? Potentially a run back for the Dragon? No, Hacker was finally going to do it. Okay, so Grop was just a... Okay.
It was a cooldown reset, Yeah. Mental reset. Swifty now just at least checking that Dragon. So much damage in this mid lane. They just keep poking each other out. Every time we look over to a mid and Freedom Potatoes, one of them is at the brink of death, it feels like. Oriri is actually in this mid lane, ready to gank. Crim's on the other side. This might be a pinch too. There is no flash on Crims. Oriri is able to block those autos away from mid. Freedom Potatoes goes down first blood over to A mid.
That was really close. Corki almost suicide bombed into Ziggs there. That was close.
In the flash behind the Braum shield.
Yeah, that was close. Bob Ross comes in with the clutch E, and this is actually really good for Corki now because they actually have a TP advantage. Of course, something like that level 2. I'm going to see a battle.
Okay, Limster is saying, I think now I win the fight. Trolls in you. Has to pop that ulti to start healing himself, making that an equal trade in the end. Still 1 kill over for Art of War Esports right now.
Okay. Corki suicide bomb saved. They're fine here.
Worth. Yeah, they have a ward on here. Tartarinzo might look for this jump, but Oriri is Braum, so that means not a lot can happen aside from maybe a potential taking of Music Boy's Ghost again. But you can't really get too much.
Okay. So, to re-examine this game, which I'm trying
hard. Sure.
I'm just surprised that there's not been a single dragon yet. 10 minutes into the game. That's not very FOF-like.
Package has happened yet. When is package? 7 minutes?
I don't remember off the top of my head. Hold on.
Twitch chat, help me out here. Twitch chat, help me out. What time is Corki package? I can't remember.
I think it's like 10 minutes.
We'll find out.
Right? It's like 10 minutes?
Something like that could be.
It starts at 10 minutes. That's my guess. 10 minutes and then...
I believe you. Okay, A-mid almost gets dunked immediately. Literally every time I go into this mid lane, it's mostly A-mid, but A-mid or Freedom Potatoes is just like 10% HP. There is a Jinx rocket running down mid lane. We don't see it, but I don't think it hits.
A-mid and Freedom Potatoes are actually battling for the entirety of the game, and I'm trying to not make a joke.
Yeah, Karim's coming onto Freedom Potatoes right now. Tartarinzo is actually here. They realize that the rest of OVS is here for this Rift Herald. This is going to be the first neutral objective taken over. OVS gets the Rift Herald, but Art of War responds, starting that Dragon in the bot lane.
Okay, So the Dragon for Red Tailed swap, really good players from both sides, actually. Decent map. You know, something that I love to see when I'm casting is two teams utilizing macro properly.
Yeah, good response from Art of War Esports. If they were able to see that was happening a little bit sooner, they might have been able to get this objective faster. Might be able to go get more CS as well. Maybe even invade this red side jungle, or sorry, this bottom side jungle for red side. But alas, that's the timing of the match at the moment. Crims, though, getting a little ballsy, trying to force something, forcing Daisy in there. Tanzarizo actually flashes forward onto Crims. Oriri is here to try to help him, but Crims is so low, gets deleted off the map. That is the first kill given over to OVS. Meanwhile, actually, Amid actually killed Freedom Potatoes in a solo kill. We didn't get to see it, but Amid gets that solo kill onto Freedom Potatoes.
Yeah, Crims was just an overzealous there. They thought that they had... Actually, because of how the lane is set up, their bot lane should be first on the side of OVS. And of course, we saw that Rail was first with a good flash and Q and caught Bob Ross out. Blackin.
Oh, there we go. 10 minutes. There's the package. Oh? Okay, wait. He didn't take the package.
No,
Maybe
you want to save this
it
for the dragon fights, I think.
Okay, got it. Understood. I understand.
Zoom in from Observer. Appreciate that.
Yeah, appreciate, man.
Look at this FOF production value. That was...
Always fantastic. Yes, sir.
Really smart
yes,
dragon
sir.
placement. Not dragon. Herald placement as well. Trying to open up this for Ziggs, and when Ziggs is really strong, Ziggs is caught out in no man's land right now.
Freedom Potatoes trapped near blue side blue buff right now. Crims is on the chase. The rest of Art of War Esports is here too. Oh, but OVS has joined the battle. The Limster darts dashing forward. Oriri is here to be the front line. Braum ult goes out, doesn't hit a single person. So Swifty, Freedom, and Potato Monster are going to be able to... Freedom Potatoes are going to be able to get out. That's going to be Tarzarizo going to be caught out, though, by Crims. Swifty is 1 HP. Swifty goes down to Trollsing you. Tarzarizo now on the run as well. And Art of War Esports, out of all of that, get 1 kill over.
Decent trade. Unfortunately, I was not able to watch it because I'm doing Marcus's job while also doing my other job.
Oh, okay. No worries, no worries. I'll catch you up. Big fight happened. Lots of stuff happened. Lots of flashes. Lots of abilities came out. Art of War got a kill.
Sounds good. Sounds like something I should be able to watch. Unfortunate that I'm thrown into casting, do other people's jobs after I was banned from casting. Good.
Unfortunately, our other caster couldn't make it, so Brendan's filling in while also TOing matches on the side right now, the ones that are played later. Fantastic multitasking abilities.
Oh, well, sorry guys, I did not open up the betting. Well, it's too late anyways. Apologies, just blame Marcus when he comes on, not me. I'm getting a Fortnite ad. What am I doing? Okay, so we're back up. All right, guys.
And we're good. Lane stay right now, game stay right now. Gold actually still in favor of OVS right now. They have a tower and a Rift Herald over Art of War Esports right now. They do have that first dragon. And we're going to see in a couple of minutes, 2 minutes on this Cloud Road. We're going to see how Amid plans out his Corki package for this next dragon fight. I think he did. Unfortunately, I think he already took it, I believe. Used it for something else, can't remember. But Swifty now on the bot side. Crims as well here to clear out this pink ward. Swifty here just in case anything happens, but Tarzarizo actually decides to start a fight. Daisy comes out, Swifty has arrived to the fight too, and they're going straight for Music Boy. Music Boy, nice flash. Oh, Riri, nice ulti. Is the trade kill. Swifty is now getting peppered by Ashe auto attacks, and Daisy ends up getting the kill onto him. Matt Stat has to flash out. Jinx Rocket comes through. Doesn't actually get anybody though, and that's Art of War Esports now 5 kills to 2.
That was actually so smart by both teams. Swifty, of course, was just hiding behind them, bush camping, stalking Bob Ross, and then Bob Ross being first ahead of Swifty.
Yeah. Oh, I think I lost.
I'm actually really surprised. Okay. Yeah, that was a cool fight. I'm impressed.
Yeah, well played by both sides. Good patience. I didn't see any insane mistake there. That just seems to be champion difference at the moment.
Dragon's up in 30 seconds, which is the big thing. I don't remember when Corki did the package, but of course we were talking about that a little earlier. Corki, every Corki should have package up for the fight. That's really the benchmark for having a good Corki player is the utilization of package in these dragon fights. We're gonna see. Oh,
Oh,
package
it
is
is
up.
up.
Okay.
It is up. Okay.
So
It's
we're gonna
just
see this
not on the
Corki
mini
push
map, I
this
guess.
wave. Yeah, Corki's gonna push his wave in bot lane and should back here for this package and this really no. Okay. Never mind. Okay, we're gonna
He's
see.
taking it
All
right.
right, there we go.
He does have teleport. He does have teleport. You can come in with for a teleport play. It's just gonna be now on Oriri getting these wards and getting amid a good position for this teleport right now. There is a lot of hovering right now around this dragon. Everyone knows what the next fight is gonna be. They all see it. They're all planning for it now. Now, A-mid doesn't actually have to teleport now since Oriri's been able to just keep control of this dragon. Even though there are a lot of wards placed in this river right now, they do see a little bit of the action. Oriri has started up the dragon. Okay, OVS does not see exactly
Smart
what's
play
going
by
on
OVS.
just yet. Yeah, smart play to walk around right now. They need to come up with an idea here. If they're going to just leave it, that is completely fine. They decide to go for the Rift Herald in exchange. Now, Art of War might have enough time to actually walk up to this. We're going to see if they decide to chase after it. There are lots of pings towards this Ziggs right now. Oriri on the chase to Freedom Potatoes, but Freedom Potatoes just going to be able to zone
TB
out
behind,
Art
look
of
at Corki.
Esports in time. Oh, but Amid is here with the Corki package. Okay, Hecarim ult comes through. Amid uses the Corki package. Swifty is now on the run. Is on the wrong side of this fight. Limster is now the target. Nice Ziggs ult, but not going to be able to take anyone down. The rest of Art of War Esports has arrived. Freedom Potatoes still on the run, and that is 7-2 in favor of Art of War Esports.
I was gonna say I really like the play by OVS. They were trying to sneak the Rift Herald from giving the from giving the dragon, but because of AWE and Oriri stalling so long for this dragon that this play was taking forever, and that meant Rift Herald was going to be taken very late. And smart play. We saw Corki TP in the back, really smart. Utilized package that we were talking about, and Jinx takes the bot lane tower.
Yeah. Good responses from the side of OVS right now. Ooh, Freedom Potatoes taking a lot of damage, also has no mana. A teleport is coming out in the mid lane right now. We're going to see if anything actually comes out of this. Limster starts dashing forwards, realized he might have made a mistake, and that's going to be him getting caught out. He has to flash out immediately. Limster running with 10% HP right now. Limster goes down to Trollsing you, and that's Oriri dashing forward. Swifty and Tarzrizo trying to hold this tower. Trollsing you running really low right now. Oriri and Crims unfortunately couldn't save him, and Tarzrizo actually flashes forward towards the team right now. Doesn't even have his horse, has it now. No re-engage coming out of OVS just yet. Swifty might be looking for it, but Oriri, Music Boy, and Crims have successfully taken that mid tower, and they can just call it quits there.
We see the fight. Good fight overall. All these fights are extremely sloppy. Both sides are almost getting kills from both sides.
Okay, Arrow comes out from Music Boy. Oriri flashes forward to try to get a tag onto him, but Mattstat able to dodge that. Throws the Jinx rocket for safety. Nothing gained for Art of War right there.
As I was saying, Ziggs is just okay. Ziggs is just having fun. We're just
all over
throwing.
the place, yeah.
Yeah, I think they were trying to stop backs. Both these fights are like every single fight we see is very, very close. You know, the CC on the side of AWE is really the impactful side. Actually, I think that the Ash Arrow and Corki playing so well, which was really a good surprise because that level 2 from Abim was really horrible from and they just bounced back and are looking incredible on this Corki.
Yeah, we'll see how Amid starts to transition into this late game right now. Art of War Esports actually in a comfortable position, but OVS isn't too far behind. The kill score might not reflect it, but currently right now they're up 2 towers. Or sorry, it is 2 towers to 2 towers. They have 2 Rift Heralds in there. Oh, sorry, the other Rift Herald didn't get taken. But they are really close currently in gold at the moment, and they are responding to these plays really well. They just need to start either responding faster or having cleaner execution for these responses.
Yeah, AWE is tracking the dragons, which means that OVS is on a timer, and this is what I like to really start examining is does OVS think that they can get up and fight these dragons? Do they think they can win these dragon fights, or do they start making plays to catch up in their gold? You know, they're gonna start doing picks. Are they gonna start doing, which I always prefer, is the Baron pressure plays? I'm not entirely sure you see Barons up and around a minute, and they're grouping around it. I'm not sure they're trying to gank Mundo. It's gonna be a really tough ass to try to kill his Mundo here.
I mean,
okay.
Music Boy and Oriri have so much freedom right now with a mid pushing that bot lane. They can just keep hunting for vision into this Baron pit and just keep control of it pretty much the whole game until it comes up, or at least within the next minute. Amid exerting so much pressure. Freedom Potatoes basically has to be here the whole time. Can't go for any quick 4v5s or anything like that. But the rest of OVS now responding to this top lane push. Crims really wants this to happen, making sure those minions die. The rest of Art of War Esports have now arrived to this top tower, trolling you. Gonna secure that tower. I don't think anybody from OVS can stop this take. And that is one tower given over to Art of War Esports. That's going to be the rest of them now looking towards this dragon.
And this dragon is really important. You know, this 30 seconds. The dragon point is really the catalyst for most games ending within this new League of Legends system of fights.
Sure.
You know, the pressure just for the third dragon alone is just incredibly suffocating. And I think that OVS, now listen, this is just like how I like to play a game. I think they should potentially give this their dragon and try to rush the Baron.
Ooh.
I'm not entirely sure they're going to do that. But that's just the personal swap that I like to do. You know, when we watch Solar and these other teams play Mythic, it was a big...
the Brendan Gambit.
The Brendan Gambit, yeah. My favorite chess maneuver in League. I just think it's a really good swap, and especially for people around this elo, the pressure of going Baron alone is really what is impactful for a lot of these fights. OVS is going to do it. All right, they're going to Dragon first.
Yeah. This is going to be a fight happening straight into blue side jungle. That's going to be Tarzarito. That is a huge ulti from the Rel. Tarzarito getting there, trolling you, trying to just be that front line for Art of War Esports. Freedom Potatoes has to flash out. Amid trying to kill people on the side, but he is alone now. The rest of Art of War can't compete with this fight. That means Limster, Swifty, and Mattstat are here ready for this dragon and are far stronger right now. Ooh, they're looking to call this off, though, it looks like, or just pull it back, sorry.
You don't need to do the Baron pressure play if you just decide to get a 4-man Rel ulti over the wall. Ulting all of them, okay? And they sack this dragon. That is a huge, huge fight. Tartarito basically saving OVS and putting them right back into this game.
Yeah, OVS is not out of this game at all. That is actually so huge for them. That's going to be a nice little gold swing. Fantastic Rel ulti coming out from Tartarito.
And I said earlier within the draft that Jinx might suck, but Jinx does not suck when they have 4 items into the game. You know, a fed Jinx at 30 minutes into the game. I mean, they're currently at 2.5, but you know, once Jinx gets all these items, and you know, Ziggs is also a really good late game character. This game is far from being over.
Yeah, that fight, honestly, I really don't feel like Art of War needed to force that fight in that position. They were in a spot where OVS was just trying to get vision, but Art of War didn't have perfect vision of exactly where they all were. I'm not a huge fan of that engage, but because of it, OVS is now back into the game, and I'm sure they'll have to review that later. But not to say that it was a bad call or anything. I'm sure Art of War Esports felt super strong in that moment.
Despite the huge win for OVO, Amid is just
Freedom Potatoes getting... Amid is gonna get Hecarim ulted by Swifty and will get caught out. One more kill over to the side of OVS right now, and Art of War's game, it might be slipping out of their hands now.
I was just gonna say, despite the huge win to come back from OVS, AWA is still far ahead and had a stranglehold on this fight. You know, they're ahead a 1,000, and they're still ahead of the 2 dragons. But they need to relax a bit. You know, Amid is incredibly strong compared to the rest of the map, but dying like that from Freedom Potatoes is it's really a bad loss, actually. You know, the shutdown. And you know, Chris, it's time for my trivia. Okay.
Okay.
OVS.
Okay.
When I was scouting them to, you know, make sure that they were legal for the tournament, we know it's a trend on OVS.
What's that?
They play flex, right?
Okay.
You see this Freedom Potatoes person?
I do.
They play. Yes. They play. OVS plays with a flex team where like 6 of their friends all have potato in their name. It is insane. It's the weirdest thing that we have ever seen in FFS history. I'm not joking. Like every single one of their friends has potato in their name. And it's so weird. I mean, they had to we were so deep into the potato lore. We have it was the longest rabbit hole we've been down in a long time.
We don't think they're smurfing or anything, but you might need to take a look. There's some weird account stuff going on here.
No, I'm just saying, I'm Irish. You know, I just want to understand what the potato lore is. You know, I need to understand what I haven't heard this much about the potatoes since the famine. You know,
if OVS wins, we can interview them and ask. Oh, Swifty here for the repeat gank onto Amid. He knows there's no flash.
Arrow hit though.
Amid, arrow does hit. Amid, unfortunately, just getting picked off twice now from this split push. Oh, but that's going to be Art of War Esports now engaging to the fight. Top side, Freedom Potatoes is too low for this. Swifty is the front line, and Music Boy can just pepper him down. Teleports coming out from OVS and Art of War Esports right now. Limster has arrived to the fight. Crims is now really low. Stat just gets to keep autoing and autoing. And Music Boy gets flashed over on right now, and Art of War Esports just melts in the faces of OVS. 11-10 is the score now.
All of these fights are so good, and we are really seeing, you know, the top echelon of this season's both of Mundo.
Oh, one-man mission, Trolling You, doing anything he can to prevent this
Mundo.
Baron, and he's gonna do it. He's gonna be able to stop this Baron from happening. Oh, Amid has teleported with a package. This is a 2v4 right now. Can they do it? Amid gets 2. Amid has to flash out. Matt Stat is the only one left alive right now. Trolling You and Amid are able to actually save this game. Are you kidding me? It's immediately back over to Art of War's side.
Amid is trying to save up their mistakes when they replay. Look at this Chad Mundo play, trying to 1v4, and then Quirky's like, I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna help out my boy Mundo with this insane package. A little thin on the package, misses a couple, but the W over and then the Rockets is huge. Woo, these fights are back and forth games. Back and forth. Back and forth.
FOF Season 7. I love it. Art of War Esports brings it back, showing the new kids on the block that they were finalists for a reason. And Amid and Trolling You, are they going to actually just go for this Baron right now? Hecarim is in the area. Swifty can look for a stealer and just go straight for Amid. He has to try to kite this out. Does not have flash available. Swifty now immediately regrets his decision. Now this Esports.
AWE gonna secure this purple worm. I think this is purple worm. This is close to being a. Oh, they're going for the dragon as well. This might be insurmountable odds for AWE. They might be putting OVS into checkmate, maybe? This is the last fight, I think.
This could also be a little overzealous right now. They don't have Corki teleport or package for this dragon fight. If OVS decide that, you know, if they can stall for just 12 more seconds for Hecarim to get to this fight, OVS might feel confident enough to actually just try to go for a full-on 5v5 to try to swing this game around. We'll see how they decide to play it out. It doesn't look like they're going to try it. OVS just deciding to play it safe. We'll fight for the 4th dragon. That's fine. Art of War Esports now with a Baron and 3rd Drake.
Smart choice by OVS from not deciding to throw away the game. That was a really hard fight for them to take. You know, with Swifty being down. And like I said earlier, you know, Jinx and Ziggs can theoretically perma push these lanes. I don't think the game's entirely over. It depends on this dragon. You know, when we get this 4th dragon and this Elder dragon, it's going to be really important. Limster is maybe going to get this top tower. They should be able to get it eventually. And on the side of OVS in these fights, we have to watch Tartariso. This rail has been playing incredible. On the side of AW, you have to keep in mind this Corki and this package is just incredibly suffocating in all these fights.
Both these teams really want that 2nd place spot, at least for the beginning of the season. That's going to be so much momentum going into the final weeks, trying to make sure you have enough wins to at least try to secure that playoff spot, and both of these teams have been playing fantastic so far in our tournament. Now they get to play against each other for the first time in our tournament, and both of them playing fantastically, giving us a great performance. Limster is on the flank right now. He decides to ghost forward. Riri tries to peel for his AD carry. Amid has a too many people. Art of War Esports is allowed to just free hit the rest of OVS. Freedom Potatoes now on the run at the moment. Amid with 1% HP does go down eventually to Ziggs, and Swifty, the only one remaining. Ooh, gets caught out by Trolling You. Can he make it out? That is a full-on ace for Art of War Esports, 21-12.
That was just a wild diff. I thought that was a really good fight to take when you're inside the OVS. You know, there was a numbers advantage, and unfortunately, they just couldn't bring them down. They didn't have quite enough damage. They didn't have quite enough sticky potential on this fight. We're going to see AWE getting a really big lead from this fight. Dragon's up in 3 minutes. We're going to see a top inhib, potentially Mundo Bop. Did he smack that with his head?
Yeah, he does.
Mundo is such a chat. I love Mundo, man.
Yeah, base champion, for sure. Yeah, unfortunate setup. It looked like OVS really tried to just force a fight for like a 5v3 fight, because I think they saw that flank and they saw it was a good opportunity. Didn't get to account for the distance of Corki and Mundo, but I mean, we saw the results of it. Art of War Esports now just has full control of this map.
And OVS is gonna, like I said, this I think this is the third time. Their best chance for OVS is potentially just to keep clearing these waves, keep hoping that Jinx can get this huge power spike. You know, Jinx late game is still Jinx late game despite the nerfs that she received. I don't remember what patch that was, but Jinx late game is still incredibly powerful. Ziggs can still infinitely clear these waves. You know, you're gonna try to just hold out and hopefully get these picks that you can potentially try to get back into the game.
Yeah. Art of War Esports now has a very clean, easy game plan moving forward. They can either deathball, they can either just play the map like they have been and just try to force this fourth soul. Or sorry, this fourth Drake, go for soul. Even if they decide to just give away this dragon for a Baron or something else, like it's not even the biggest deal for them. They're up 3 dragons.
Yeah, that's really the big thing, right? Is securing these dragons, and the reason that you pick Corki is actually the dragon stacking. I'm not really sure why.
Oh no, Dardarinzo unfortunately gets caught out from the vision. He's gonna go down. That's gonna be an easy pick for Art of War Esports. Now there's question marks. Now there's question marks for what OVS is even gonna do here, or what even Art of War Esports decides to do. They can just deathball mid and just force it open. It's a 4v4 at most. 4v3 in this current stage. Oh, but they decide to dive Freedom Potatoes, the one who isn't with their teammates. That's going to be an easy macro decision dive for Art of War Esports. They'll be able to take down this bot tower very, very soon.
Yeah, AWE just picking the safest strategy, not doing the 5-man deathball diving tower. They just go for the lone potato on the side that was left planted, trying to clear out. And I was talking about how Ziggs can infinitely clear waves. It's really hard when, you know, they have purple worm buff. That stacks your minions up to being super strong. This might just be game, actually. No, AWE is going to take the safer route and go back to Dragon. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought AWE would be aggressive with the English shot calling. Sword Blue would come and beat them if they did something like that.
Sword Blue says no. Coach says no. Absolutely. This is a safe play from Art of War Esports to just go straight for this Dragon. They have immediate control of the jungle area leading up to the Dragon. So they'll be able to see if OVS tries anything funny.
Not only is this game for a deadlock in second place, I believe, it's also a really important game for the power rankings, which is an FF Connect. You know, me and Jeff Got Gamer talking about it. Is there going to be a fight? No. You know, OVS has been ranked 3rd, I think, since the very beginning, which a lot of people have given us questions about. AWE has been ranked, I think, 1st and also since the beginning of the preseason power rankings. And, you know, if somehow OVS comes and pull this out, I don't know how you can vote AWE ahead, but right now, AWE is making me and the Jeff God Gamer looking good right now. I'm happy with my power rankings at the moment.
Yeah, they are proving your power rankings correct. Great power rankings this week. You can check out FOFesports.com/press. We got this whole digital magazine going on every week. I work really hard on it. Please read it. It's a great time. I made the cover this week. Power rankings. I think we're we're not supposed to reveal the mystery rankings, right?
No, that's gonna be revealed during the mid-season, guys.
Okay.
And I will reveal.
Yeah.
We did have a special guest this weekend for this power rankings.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure if you just read them and think about it, you could probably figure it out. But Art of War Esports now starting up this Baron. Freedom Potatoes and Swifty are on the side right now. They might try to go for a steal, but Trolls and you doing the correct thing right now, trying to just force people into that mid lane. Jinx Rocket comes in, gives them a little bit of vision. That's going to be Art of War taking the Baron and aiming down Swifty to make sure he can't go for that steal.
Yeah, it's just getting to a point, right, where AWE can just make whatever play they want just because of how far ahead they are in this Gold League and this Dragon advantage. They would probably try to like to end before this Elder Dragon becomes a thing. Yeah. We're seeing Muno just beat his head into towers. That is the coolest animation for beating structures in the game, by the way. Imagine how much of a Chad you have to be to just smack your head into a literal stone structure.
Trolls and you teleported to the super minion to try to keep it alive next to the tower. Art of War Esports starting a fight. That's going to be Targarino trying to go for Aurelio to try to save the game, but there's going to be no chances for OVS. Art of War Esports with the clean ace. 28-12 victory to Art of War Esports. They get second place as of today, and they go 4-1 in the standings. Congratulations, Art of War.
Congrats, AWE, and also congrats OVS, and thanks for the viewers for watching. This was actually a really good game, one of the best games that we've seen I think all season. I think that the scoreline was a little flattering for AWE. This game was a lot closer than it appeared.
Yeah.
Really good. I think a lot of sides can learn from this. OVS in particular can learn a couple of things, and I hope that they don't lose their confidence on this game. I thought this game was a lot closer than it looked.
Yeah, the insane Mundo delay for the Baron, Mundo just going 1v4 and Corky. Sorry, A-mid coming in to teleport with the package. So crazy. That was such the crazy part of this game. Biggest turnaround that I think even happened. Brendan just disconnected from this, so I guess I will be closing this match out myself. But yeah, A-mid and fantastic play from both of you guys. You guys played great. That was such a great turnaround. If OVS even, entertained that was a possibility in that situation, they might have been able to deny it and might have been able to keep the gold sway in their favor. But Art of War played fantastic.
I think we're gonna kick it off to an interview. I think we're potentially gonna get A-mid.
Okay.
Catch you guys soon.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. See you guys soon.
It's so tragic. Sorry. Technical difficulties. I warned mid before we went live that I was tried to preface everything and check things out, but some things, it's as they say. What's that saying about coding? Where it's like I just test everything in production. That's basically what we're doing here. So anyway, I have a mid joining me from the victorious Art of War Esports. How are you feeling?
Pretty good. Every win obviously feels pretty solid, and I think we played not too bad this game, so that's nice too.
Let's talk about the draft real quick because it was an interesting all-around draft from the champions that got picked up. So we have the new reworked Rel, which is interesting. Of course, Krim's busting out Happy Tree Man himself, but then also seeing some older picks like the Ziggs and your Corki. And the Mundo is the one thing that I wanted to bring up too. We were enjoying watching Trolls you headbutting the turrets towards the end of the game there. So talk to me a little bit, if you would, about your folks' plan for this draft and what you ended up against.
Yeah, totally. So this draft is pretty much just almost a carbon copy of one of our drafts from last week. Sword Blue kind of didn't want me to play Corki. People think Corki is a little I don't want to say troll, but lacking agency. But the Corki does work pretty well, and it's good with the comp, so we picked it anyway. The Mundo is an interesting pick. I think really when it comes to the Mundo, it wasn't a team thing. I think Trollsing just he has a lot of depth. He just knows a lot of tech and how to play a lot of matchups and stuff, I think. So we kind of just let him do whatever he wants, and he just picks whatever he thinks is good. Works out pretty well. And otherwise, we're just going champs that work pretty well together. Ashe and Braum is a good lane. Ivern is just broken and no one is picking or banning him, so it's just I don't know, you just get him for fun, I guess, for free.
Yeah, I mean it's great when it works out that way, and you just get the champs that you want to pick and abuse when they're broken. You're just gonna allow this to happen. That's cool, I guess. So let's talk a little bit about the game itself. So at the end, it was a pretty tight closeout by you folks, but getting there was a little sweaty. You had some struggles in the lane phase, just eating a lot of poke and stuff, back and forth for both of you, Freedom and yourself on the Corki. So talk to me a little bit, if you would, about the early lane phase.
Yeah. The thing is, as a team, we kind of like to have agency. So I like to get the push when possible. There's a lot of matchups, especially like melee matchups, where getting the push isn't really like something you're meant to do. Unfortunately, I'm not really playing a lot of melee matchups at the moment because, the range picks are strong and they're not being banned. But I'm trying to fight for the agency as Corki, and Corki is not the best, but also I was just a bit surprised by the Ziggs damage. Um, Even like I dodged like a couple Qs, but I was getting hit by way too many, and it's like I had to TP like level 2 with like 200 gold. I could only get like a refillable. So at that point, it was like, okay, like I have to like pretty much almost grief my lane to like do a heavy trade on him after I TP. To get like an advantage, or else my lane's just lost. You know what I mean? And a lot of that is just as Corki, you can only auto attack. But if it's someone like a Syndra or Tristana too, yeah, she has E. Oriana has Q. But Corki, you're just autoing. So those Qs from Ziggs just added up, and I took that out.
Let's shuffle forward then to later in the game, where it was we should have put on the Benny Hill music at a certain point, because you guys were having a lot of fun on the top side of the map, running around. If I remember correctly, I think is this the same play? Is the start of the play with your Corki package, which is what I'm leading up to? Was that when you guys, the start of that play was also you guys like chasing Ziggs for like 11 years? Was that the start of that
Yeah.
play?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, so talk to me a little bit, if you would, about the comms and stuff around that moment, as you folks were trolling you and yourself were able to size up the other team and wipe them out.
Yeah, so I mean that fight happening over there was like a little weird. If I remember correctly, I was kind of like just not there. Like I think I was kind of pushing bot at the time. But like as I saw like the fight progressing, pretty much like I really never intended to commit to the fight, but obviously like they were pretty low. Like Trollzing was still in a position where he could help me, and then they like decided to do Baron, which surprised me. Like they started it for a moment, so like we had a flank ward. I think flanking is really OP. I think Corki's like a good champion for it, obviously, especially with package. So yeah, I mean I just TP'd as soon as I could, and I was able to make it in time.
Right on. Well, Amid, thank you so much for joining me for this interview. Before we step away, I do want to give you the last opportunity for any final thoughts, any shoutouts, any banter you want to leave with us on the desk.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Music Boy is just probably the best ADC in the tournament, and if he learns to CS, then GG, I guess. He's just challenger. Unlucky. Every other ADC is just gapped. Unlucky. What can I say?
Unlucky. All right, well, thank you for joining me for this interview, Amid. And folks, we're going to be back in just a moment with our second game of the day, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with our second game of the day.